What's up, ego hackers? Welcome to the show, and we have Mr.
Randy Newton
on the show today. It's very awesome that you're here with us. I'm very excited to have you, and especially someone from your point of view in terms of this world and all the metaphysical happenings that are going on. And we're going to be doing your reading today, sir.
Fantastic. I want to believe. Please make me believe.
Please make you believe?
Yes.
Let's see if we can do it. All right, so introduce yourself to the audience. Who are you? Where do you come from? What's your thing? What do you do for a living?
My name's Randy Newton. I am from Orange, California, and I'm a surfer and a paramedic. Those are my two big things. Love both of them. And this is my beautiful girlfriend,
Sarah.
Sarah. Yeah, we'll get to Sarah when it's her turn to have the
my
microphone.
apologies. I just like to introduce her.
Oh, that's fine. There's
I'm
nothing
just
wrong
so
with that.
proud of having her with me.
There's nothing wrong with it. You do whatever you want. It's all good. Yeah. So, so you're a paramedic. How did you get into that? Like, does it speak to you, or?
I used to want to be a firefighter, and somehow that got me into paramedicine.
Yeah, because
now it
that
speaks to me.
EMT, that EMT starts to get ahead.
I was an EMT, yeah. I was an EMT for about 4 years, but a paramedic for about 7 years now. I love it. I love just helping people. Can't get much better than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great job.
So how many people do you save?
God.
I'm very curious.
Define save. That's the big question.
Prevented them from dying.
Prevented them from dying at least 10 a year.
10 a year?
Yes. Prevented them to dying. If that's what our definition is, absolutely yes. 10 a year, at least.
Okay. So, like, how do you feel about that accomplishment? Or the accomplishment doesn't matter that much?
Freaking love it.
Yeah?
I love it. There's nothing better than to say.
So you got like a tally or something you got going on?
I don't have a real tally, no.
No? I've heard about people doing that, so I'm not sure if that was something you did.
The problem is, unfortunately, you cannot necessarily define saving someone, and that's why I say 10 a year, because it's a small number. It's unfortunately, people call 911 for so many reasons in the world that 10 a year seems like a close enough number. I'm not actually tallying. That's just my best guess. And, I've saved some legitimate lives. I'm stoked on those. But at the other end of it, you don't always get to do that, and that's okay.
All good. All right, cool. It's time for the reading. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes in. All right, Mr. Randy, you're an individual who loves to live in the moment consistently to the point where you're actually quite forgetful.
Sure.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All about,
this guy's calling me out so hard.
Oh, you have no idea.
Fuck. Okay. Am I allowed to cuss? My apologies.
You absolutely can. I do it all the time.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
It's America, as you said.
Thank the Lord. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, all about more independence, more freedom, everything. It's all has to be all about what you feel, because it's not about what is true or false. It's all about what you believe,
To an extent.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because you, sir, you're so aware of what everyone thinks consistently all the time. You care so much about your status and your reputation. Got a little bit of a vanity complex in there, just a little bit. Yeah. Got to have the accolades of success. Hey, man, I got my Bugatti. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have a Bugatti.
I know you don't. But
got a Honda Civic.
Yeah. Also,
You have a Honda Civic.
yeah, I love me that Honda Civic. Very funny fellow, though. Extremely. Yeah, you could be a really good comedian if you actually wanted to. One of the funniest
I doubt
around.
it. I could not.
Oh, that's just Dunning-Kruger syndrome. You shouldn't do that to yourself. Smart people think they're dumb, and the dumb people think they're smart. You shouldn't.
I wish I was smarter than I was, as a fact.
Oh, I get that pain, because throughout your life, oftentimes people have misjudged you as this person who's just an airhead when you're actually hyper rational, and they just don't give you the credit for that, which is really frustrating. Also, the thing out of life you want more than anything is deep respect. People to show you deep respect and give you that special treatment. If you work hard to satisfy other people, you would like to be given deep respect. As a result, you would like to be revered, people thinking highly of you, taking obstacles out of your way consistently as a result of showing you that form of respect.
Okay.
Your fear, though, you're afraid of your freedom being taken away. You're afraid of your choice being taken away, to the point that if it is taken away, you get really ragey.
I'm actually not.
Really?
No.
Why not?
I don't know, man. Regimentation is quite the thing. If it happens to me, it happens to me, brother.
So you're telling me that if I lock you into a room with no windows and it's just one door and that door is locked, that you're just going to sit there? You're not going to come through the door?
I would not be stoked. I'll tell you that much.
You're just going to sit your ass there and just take it?
But I will figure out a way to take it until I cannot anymore.
No, he's bullshitting.
Okay.
He's bullshitting. Yeah, because that's the thing, man. When your freedom of choice is just taken away, man, it's detrimental.
But sometimes you can go with it is what it is, and you can do the best that you can, you know?
Well, yeah, but given the fact that you're a paramedic, you've developed enough self-discipline to actually get through those times.
I have.
Whereas when you were actually a little bit younger, not so much. But
I'm still young at heart.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
So you worry about your past. You worry about being comfortable. You worry about the good times will not always be there.
The good times are gone, man. I'm 30-something. That was my 20s. The good times are still here, but they're
the
very
good times
different.
keep going. What are you talking about?
The good times in your 30s are very different, my man.
You know, they say in the Bible, right? They say, what do they say?
They say all sorts of stuff.
They say the first will be last and last will be first, right? So
That's
you one of those?
Revelations, huh?
No, I don't think so.
I think it may be.
I'd be fascinated to figure that out.
Either that or Leviticus.
No, it's not that cool.
Okay. Not that.
Love the troll. You're really good at desecration. You love taking down other people's egos. That's great.
I do not.
But you do.
Okay.
On top of that, though, you like it when people are fans of you. Interesting.
Fans?
Yeah,
not
you like
necessarily.
fans.
No, I do not.
No, you don't?
No. It's weird to me when they are a fan of my job in general. I don't like it.
What about outside your job, though?
Outside my job, I don't do anything that's fan-worthy.
So you're telling me that you're not really interested in being in a relationship with a woman unless she's fangirling over you?
No. Luckily, I have this beautiful one right here. She likes me for who I am.
But she doesn't fangirl over you?
I hope not.
Why not?
Because then she's not into me for what I actually am, which is a person. I'm not, unfortunately a lot of paramedics, they have this savior complex. I'm not there.
I wouldn't have categorized you as someone with a savior complex any day.
That's what I mean. And I don't want a fangirl. I want someone who sees me for who I am all day, every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That way people could think highly of you.
No, I want her to think who I am. I don't know. I want her to like me for who I am.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you're like so critical of what other people value because they know they can get in the way of your values?
I go surf.
Just go surf?
Yeah.
Just ignore it?
To an extent, yeah. If they like to think certain things, it's on them. It's not on me. I just want to surf. That's my favorite thing first.
But what happens when other people's values conflict with your values and end up creating obstacles for you?
Well, then we talk about it, and then maybe my values might change. The thing about values is they can change. If you decide that your values can't be changed, are you really just living in the moment? The answer is no, man. Unfortunately, the facts change. Certain facts will always be solid. Unfortunately, many facts will not be solid. That's just how life is.
Yeah. So you're telling me it doesn't bother you then when other people put their freedom of choice above yours?
You know, unfortunately, that's just a fact of life. Yeah, sure, to an extent. If someone decided to jail me for something that I don't think I did, that'd be a real bummer, man. And it would bother me, but at the end of the day, I'd try and make it work.
Yeah? In what way?
Well, in the way that, I'm in a room. I don't get to decide to be here, but here I am. And
you don't get to decide to be here?
Yeah, have you ever been to prison?
No.
Me neither. But that's how I decide that's not how I decide it is, that's how it is. Is you're in this room, you don't get to decide to be there, but here you are. Now, you get to decide how terrible it is, don't you? You do. I get to decide that it's okay at best. It's not. It's fucking terrible. But unfortunately, I can brainwash myself into thinking it's the best that it can be. And that's where I'd rather be.
All about what you believe.
Unfortunately, yes. That's just how people work in general.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Not me. Not me, no. Not Mike either.
Everyone's different.
Yeah, everyone is different.
Everyone's different.
If everyone's different, why are you speaking for me?
Huh? I'm not
my boy
speaking
Mike
for you.
is one of my best buddies in the world. He's quite the agnostic. I'm right there with him.
Yep.
But also, like I said, I'd like to believe in some shit. I really would.
Yeah.
And you're pretty good at actually nailing people's personalities down. You're actually very good at that.
Mm-hmm. unaware of the true false, because again, belief is more important. It has higher value.
Has a value to an extent.
The thing is that like eventually, what's really great about you is that like throughout your life, people will tell you what the facts are all the time. Even Mike would do this, but when this happens like consistently over time, you actually end up stumbling upon the truth and actually knowing and having a much closer relationship with the facts than most people. This gives you the ability to actually change other people's thinking over time so they can think better about things and stop being really lame with their bullshit actions on a consistent basis. You have the ability to improve other people's actions throughout, make them a memorable experience, give them something worth remembering, right? But you're also changing their thinking at the same time. This is what would make you like an outstanding salesman.
Doesn't everybody?
No. You spend a lot of time projecting yourself on other people?
Doesn't everybody?
Yes. Fair. Very fair. Have to give you that one.
Unfortunately, the words "doesn't everybody" ends up falling into many conversations that actually works, and that's where we're at right now.
Yeah,
right?
It does actually work.
It works for many people.
Yeah, you're very pragmatic. I like that. You got that independent spirit.
Yeah, nailed me down, my guy. I'm so goddamn pragmatic. I hate
you
it
are
about myself.
So pragmatic. Yeah.
Here I am.
You're pragmatic.
Pragmatic.
You nailed me down.
It means wildly logical to an extent that's not almost always helpful.
So I bet you probably dabbled in Randian objectivism at one point in time. If you haven't, you probably.
Damn it, you got me, my guy.
Why?
Here's the thing about objectivism, man, is that sometimes you need to take yourself out. Sometimes you need to take yourself outside of yourself to really get a good perspective. Am I correct? Because unfortunately, I am a person. I grew up a certain way. You grew up a certain way, and the only way to get a very good opinion is to not consider the things that you have been through throughout your life.
Wow, that's amazing, folks. Pay real close attention to that.
And
keep going.
It sucks, but
these
it's
are great
factual.
principles. I love your principles.
Factual,
Keep going,
man. You have to not consider everything you've ever been through to be objective, and that's just how it works. If I considered my entire life, every time I was trying to be objective, would I be objective? The answer is absolutely not. No, not even for a second. And that's the type of person I am, is I almost have to take myself outside of myself to actually be objective. And it sucks, but it is what it is. I don't have to like the answer I come to, but it's the answer I come to.
Well, this has been really great. Thank you for sharing your principles. I'm a very unprincipled person. I lack principles, so I adopt the principles of other people. So whenever I meet someone like you who has an extremely high moral fiber, because you know exactly what you value, because here's the thing, you're very responsible with your values, right? You see everyone else in the world being really irresponsible with their values, but you are responsible with your values.
She's more responsible than me, man.
Oh, I understand. I agree.
He is more responsible than me.
I would agree with that too.
He is. It sucks.
But the thing is, though, is that you're like this beacon of light for those people out there like me, because I'm an amoral person. I lack morality, and then when I
don't believe in morality to an extent.
To me, anything can be a good thing, anything can be a bad thing.
Depends how you frame it.
And I lack the ability to frame. That's my issue. But then someone like you comes along who's very good at framing things, and then all of a sudden I'm able to actually adopt those principles around. People like you matter. Because without someone like you, people are going to end up having the wrong thinking, and then because of that, their principles are going to be completely screwed, and the world's just going to get worse over time. The world needs someone like you, even though everyone accuses you of being the airhead, even though no one takes you seriously, and it really is frustrating. I get it. And then on top of that, they want to, after not taking you seriously, and maybe even harming your reputation, harming your status, that you've worked really hard to build all that rapport, even though you go out of your way to perform for other people, make it super memorable, and while taking on the burden of being potentially the only good person in the room, they end up just like, I don't know, really shallow. Shouldn't be so shallow.
But that's okay, man. Some people are who they are, and you can't change it. What can you do, man? All you can do is best you can, right?
Yes, sir.
Every day of the week, all you can do is best you can.
Absolutely.
Like, at the end of the day, does my morals really matter? No, the answer is no. But does the way I perform my morals matter? The answer is fucking yes.
Absolutely.
Right?
How you perform your morals. Because you have to prove with action what you believe. And that is everything that you are as a core of a person.
But it doesn't matter. My beliefs don't matter. What matters is my actions. Just like anybody
fair
else
enough.
in the world.
The thing is, though, is that your actions are often defined by your beliefs, whatever
To
those
an
are.
extent, yes.
And I'd rather have actions from a principled person like yourself, way more than actions that just come from any Joe Schmo off the street. Seriously. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, this has been great. Thank you for sharing that piece of wisdom with the audience. Big
I'm
time.
doing my best here. I'm just being myself, man.
Yeah, cool. So how did I do?
You did fantastic, man. You nailed me down to a certain extent. And there's certain things you got right about me for sure. I wouldn't argue with them for a second.
All right.
There's certain things you got a little bit wrong about me, but you know, at the end of the day, they're right about most people. They might be slightly right about me. So I'm not going to argue with them, dude. Because
good, man.
I do my
Thank you
best
for
to be
indulging
objective.
me, at least.
I
really appreciate it.
I respect the time. Thank you.
Likewise, yeah. All right, folks, thanks for watching and listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.